Hello YouTube and welcome to another video of vermpat. I have since shortly joined the server set up by JokerHD. I am gonna put a link up to that in the description. Well, it's a paid server, you have to pay a small amount, but it's not all that much, and it's a really nice server. You get a lot of help over here. I rebuilt my big display that I originally built on my own server, and as you can see here, it's pretty huge. And I have started wiring it up. First of all, I built this small control cabin because the game I'm gonna make is tic-tac-toe. So for that we have the circle side and the cross side, of course. They each have 9 buttons. They correspond to places on the board later on. And I have a master toggle here. And since I've been wiring it up a bit, I'll show you what happens if I turn it on. There we go. You can see I'm partially busy, so it's not quite lit up yet, but this is going to be the contours, and in there are going to be the crosses or the circles or whatever. I'll show you a bit of that. There we go. So I'm gonna go into this later on. The power switch is connected to the back here and to the torch that shows whether it's on or not. And then it has a really long line. And that goes over here. I have used the same principles on my home server, just made a really big staircase. Red repeaters in between because the signal runs out, of course. And well, the power from the power switch comes in here and goes down here into this block with the torch on top of it, which goes into the staircase. Well, I actually found out, I actually was thinking that I put my staircase a bit too close together, but this appears not to be the case, because what you can do, I'll show you that. Oh, these lines in between, by the way, are trying to reduce the lag of the display, but it doesn't really work. Here we have it. And power flows into this block from here, and from the other side, and you can just put a repeater in between, and that apparently takes power from that block and pushes into the next block. And if you do that for all of them, you can link up a lot of lines at the same time, which makes it really easy to build a layout for your screen. So, well, I at the moment do not have much more. Oh wait, so I was going to tell you guys about this here. I decided I did not want people able to push buttons and have things appear on the screen when it is turned off. So what I did was I built some vertical AND gates here. They're 1 block wide, and they take 1 input from the buttons, and they take 1 input straight from the power line. And only if both of those are on, it's gonna send out a signal here. And I can show you guys how to build it. It's not that hard. Let me see, I've got some nice red wool. I'm just gonna use that for an example. On top of this, another one here. Redstone. Redstone goes on top of this. you then need is take one space between a torch and then place one. And this is going to be your output. This is your input number 1. And let's see, this here is your input number 2, not W. As you can see, I can place a torch here, nothing happens to the output. I can place a torch here, nothing happens to the output. The only time when the output turns on is when both of those have power, and then the output's on. So yeah, well, the design is just from the wiki, so it's not all that complicated. And I think that is about it. So stay tuned. I'm going to finish wiring up the layout of the game, and then I'm gonna find someone to help me, because I'm gonna go down a few levels. Oh, one level actually, so that should be around 3 or 4 blocks. I'm gonna leave this floating and I'm gonna build a level under it and connect all of the lines to that same level, and that's gonna be the level for the crosses, and then the level below that's gonna be the level for the circles. So stay tuned, and I will show you next time what I did. Thank you for watching, and good night.